Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we'll learn how to make a stool. So for that, the first thing you need to do is you need to select a cylinder. Once selected, go to display option and select the second option. Now you can see all of these segments. Now you need to decrease the height. You can do this manually by this, or you can also decrease the height by typing in the value of the height over here. Now you need to increase the radius, and this is optional as you wish, because when you make a stool it might look different from what I have made. Now you need to fillet this. It needs to be round. To do this, just click on the cylinder and then go to caps option and then select fillet. Now it looks more like the top of a stool. Now we need to make the legs of the stool. So to do that, you need to hold control on your keyboard and then just drag this so you can make another cylinder. You need to remove the fillet option for now, and then you need to decrease the radius because these are the legs of the stool. Now you need to increase the height because this is going to be the legs of the stool. Think this looks good enough. Now you need to select hold and select this option and then go to go to the cloner option. Now you need to select this cylinder, the legs, and then put this in the cloner object. Once this is done, select the cloner object and select the mode. It's by default it's on linear, but you need to select radial. Once this is done, we need 4 legs for a stool, so we'll decrease this value to 4. Now we'll select the plane and select XZ. So this is like this. Now we need to decrease the angle so it's wide from the bottom. So to do that, we'll do something like this. Now we can move this up, so just to see how it will look, and I think it looks fine. I think I just want to decrease the radius of the cylinder, so to do that I'll just also what I want to do is that you need to select the cylinder and then select fillet. We removed the fillet when we were making the legs, but now that the legs are made, now we will select the fillet. Also, if you want to add a little bit of more detail, you can select control on your keyboard, select this cylinder, then drag this so you have another cylinder. Now you need to turn up the fillet, then decrease the height, and then decrease the radius, and then just move this up. So this looks like it's a connecting part to where all the legs are attached. Now for the materials and the textures, you need to double click on this portion. Now you have a new material open. You need to double click on this and then go to texture. I have already downloaded some wooden textures from Google Images. You can do that too. I'll just click on load image, then I'll go to the respective image which I have saved over here, the textures folder. Now I have a wooden picture. These are simple wooden pictures. I'll select this picture and I will use this for the top. Now for the bottom, we need a similar material but a different kind of wood. So we'll just do the same thing, but this time I'll select a different kind of wood. it's your own taste which kind of wood you select or which color of wood you select. I'll just select this one. This looks fine to me, but it's actually your own choice. Be more creative, be more playful with all these options. And for this part, I'll just select a simple brown object just to show that this might be a connecting portion for the legs. Dark brown, maybe, yes. Now your stool is made. Now you need to do is you need to select this option and go to floor. Once you have your floor, just position your floor so that it does not cut the stool and it's also just beneath the stool. Now we need some lights, so we'll choose this option, hold on this option and then select spotlight. Now that you have a spotlight, you need to rotate the spotlight. To rotate the spotlight, you need to press R on your keyboard. Now you need to rotate it about the x-axis. So just rotate it and hold shift. So to rotate it in whole numbers. When it comes to 90, just leave it and then press E to move it up like this. So it gives a spotlight effect. Think this looks fine. Now we'll just change the render settings. I'll choose 2560 by 1440. These are the resolution. You can choose any resolution that you like. I usually render on 2560 by 1440. Now I'll choose I'll increase the radius a bit. To increase the radius of the light, you just pick any one of these points and drag to increase the radius. Now I'll zoom into the stool, just pick a good spot and then we will hit this option. This will render our image. So we'll choose 32 over here if you have 2560 by 1440. If you have some other resolution such as 1920 by 1080, then you will have to do accordingly. You just need to make sure that this white box is the same size of this image. So now we'll save the image, and to do that just click on this, select the file format. I usually select PNG, then select 16 bits per channel. This adds a bit more detail to your picture. Hit OK and then just save your image. Chair. Hit enter and this is done.